Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
Welcome to the Po Show here in Hollywood, California. Oh! Ah, I'm on! Oh, I'm just the instigator. This is for all creatives. It's for the creative culture, or what I like to call the creative cult, because it's edgy and cool. So this is about being creative, and sometimes I say I'm a promoter of the arts, but the arts is a really broad range, right? I mean, it's creativity. So anything that is creative, and people think, oh, okay, it's dancing, it's singing, it's acting, it's painting, it's sculpting, but you know what? It goes so far beyond that. Anything creative, anytime you're creating something or using your creative energy or your right brain, that's creative. And that matters and that counts, and that is going to make a difference in the world today. So there's many ways to express yourself, and my goal is to expose all of those. So it's kind of weird. Maybe some people are watching this show because they think that they're going to learn how to paint. You know what? Just paint. I never learned how to paint. I just did it. So hopefully it will inspire you to be creative in whatever way that is. Creativity equals innovation. Tell me we don't need innovation in these times. You know, the hamster wheel doesn't work like it used to. You know, it's very squeaky making the coins come out the other end, right? We need the innovation. The innovation comes from the creative mind, and that's the creative cult. So don't think you can do nothing about it. We can do something about it. We're probably the only ones that can do something about it. And the creative collaboration is like the best, because we're not in here as like these solo people anymore. We are here together in this endeavor in life of being creative and showing this creative spirit and giving people something to admire and something to be inspired by. That's what creativity does, in a nutshell. There's got to be some sort of creative outlet or some way of expression. I mean, I said it equals innovation. It also equals definitely your self-expression. It's who you are. I study the brain, which some people think is really funny because I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. But on the other hand, it's really interesting because if you enhance your right brain, it doesn't take away from your left brain. It actually enhances your left brain and vice versa. So don't be afraid if you're a left brain person to go to the right side. If you're a right brain person to go to the left side. It's all going to be good, and it's going to make you a better person with a super higher IQ. We can do so much by just our drive to do it. Yeah. And you know what? Honestly, we're not in any competition with anybody except ourselves. Do you want to push yourself further? Do you want to get more out of life, or do you just want to settle and lay on the couch and eat chips? The arts in schools, which I am so pro for. Yes, because that is how we find out if any of this interests us as a child. We find out if we're good at this. If, oh, wow, I like to sing. Yep. I love to act. Oh my gosh, I'm actually really enjoying this paintbrush. I can draw. Oh my gosh, I can actually draw better than anybody in the class. I didn't even know I could. You will never know if you can do anything creative unless you try to do something creative. What's been working for years is not working anymore. So this is when we need the creative mind to get us out of this amazing rut that we've gotten ourselves into. Okay, and this is one of the reasons for this show. It's to elevate the creative culture. It's not just for the starving artists. It's because we need this as an entire society. The whole world needs this. Right. We need both right brain, left brain. We need to be creative. If you like to go to a play, if you like to go to burlesque, if you like to dance, if you like to paint, if you like anything to do with the creative culture, if you like to go to a great mixologist. This is a show for the creative culture, the creative cult, as I like to call him. I am just the instigator. The creativity is innovation, and do we not need that in these times, in our country especially, but in the world? Creativity is the means of it all. It's the means of peace, for one thing, and to get out of these silly predicaments we've gotten ourselves into. This show is going to be really interesting, by the way. And if anybody disagrees with anything we're going to say on here, screw you. No, I'm just kidding. You can believe whatever you want, but those that don't believe in what we believe, maybe we can coax you into at least expressing yourself creatively, and that's a step in the right direction. And to find out anything about anybody who's been on the show, or if you want to be on the show, or anybody that's going to be on the show, go to www.wetpuzzlepiece.com and you'll find all my junk. You'll find all the social media. I have YouTube's coming out. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, what else? Instagram, YouTube, all of that. Just www.puzzlepiece.com. A wet puzzle piece fits anywhere. So.
You are watching TradioV, Radio and TV.